is good, guys? It is Alex, and we are back here with a new rendition of videos I may begin to do fairly frequently, I suppose. Um, I've realized that I listen to a shit ton of music, and um, I love it so much, and I want to sort of give a sort of my 2 cents. Of course, these are going to be, album or music reviews, singles or albums or whatnot. But I'll just, put a disclaimer that, this is just my opinion. Who am I? I guess the only credentials I have in terms of music, if you want to take my word for anything that I say, is, I make music, I produce, I record vocals, and I've made albums myself, and I kind of know the process of making a body of work. I have more than 800 songs saved on my Spotify, and I listen to music more than, I'd say, 85% of my day. And I don't have a specific genre that I listen to. I listen to everything. And yeah, I mean, more so than not, like, this is gonna just be what I love about the album. And I probably will only review albums that I've listened to over and over and over again, just absolutely love. So this is just going to be my rendition of a review for the album Flower Boy by Tyler, the Creator. Now, starting with the tracks here, I have them pulled up in front of me. Forward, it sort of like starts off as like it's like a sort of self-reflective song. I really like. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk about the album in general. I think that's how I'm gonna do this. Flower Boy itself, I think what I love about it most is that with most albums that I love, they, no matter where you kind of start on the album, you wind up inside of the album. There's no loose ends. It's all very much intertwined together. And I think that's what I love about this body of work, is that no matter where you land on this motherfucker, like, it has something to do with the overall theme surrounding everything that's presented here. And in my opinion, like, the best way to like sort of get into this album is the track like November. I really think that song is like a great segue into what this album can provide here. Though, like I said, like, yeah, it can kind of, you can kind of say that for almost any song on here. Yeah, like Garden Shed, it demands so much attention, but in such a beautiful way. Like, it begins, it grabs you, and then it sort of takes you, into like this beautiful, like, atmospheric feel and this sort of tone. Boredom is such an, like, enlightening song about just the state of boredom, and like, find some time, like, I think that melody is extremely venomous. I'm just looking here. Who Dat Boy is like. I feel like it should be a lot bigger than what it is. See You Again is a classic, hands down. I think the only song I didn't really like in this is Glitter or Pothole, you know. But the genius of this album is the intertwining aspect of it, and how very soulful it is. And it's it's funny to even say that because you got like songs like Ain't Got Time or fucking like 911, even like it's like it's soulful, but it there's sometimes it dawns on like really serious opinions. And like it sort of gives this, there's like a sense of peace in this album that I really really love, in terms of like the theme of Flower Boy. Like if I had to make a comparison to like Igor is like very much in your fucking face. Like it's not, there's no, like, it demands your attention. It's more articulate in the sense like this is good as fuck, and like with Flower Boy, I feel like you can put this motherfucker on vinyl, and just have it spinning in the background, and even looking at now, I'm surprised Frank Ocean has been on this motherfucker for a while. I didn't know he was on this album so much. Yeah, I mean, like, it's such a good body of work because of its cohesion, and it's very much like an experience. And it's, like, in a sense, Tyler does get like kind of personal on this album, but like I said, it for me, it just adds to this theme. Like I just get fall vibes from this album. Like it's just fall. Like I picture like brown leaves fucking falling and like crunching, and like that's this album. Like you kind of get what you're getting on the album cover. Like the album cover is beautiful. Yeah, as far as the features, I really, like Lil Wayne on like a jazz laid back, like that's such a fucking, like, that's a genius. I like Jane Smith's part here. Callie's good as well. Estelle, her name on Garden Shed, those background vocals, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't know if it's Rex County Rex Orange County, who does like the find some time. I don't know if he does that or not, but whoever does it, find some time to do something. You know, I don't know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Maybe, is that Tyler? I don't know. But whoever does that, I really like that part in Boredom. But any negatives in the album? Not really. I think this is like a masterpiece. Like, there's nothing actually wrong about this album. Except Glitter. I think Glitter is kind of like, you know, I don't know. I think it could have went like November, Enjoy Right Now, done. But um, favorite moments, the drum loop for November, the beginning, like 20 seconds. The hook on Boredom, the just beauty of Garden Shed, the 808s on Who Dat Boy, and the hit quality of See You Again. Forward is a great intro. Um, and it's a funny thing. Like, out of 10, I would give this like a 7. You know, but it's like a 10 in its own game. You know, like, it's not in your face. Like, put this in a fucking museum 10. You know, like, I think Igor is that. Like, you put Igor in a fucking museum. But this is like, I don't know. Like, even to this day, I can't really like put my finger on like, is it just so chill that it's a 7, or is it so chill that like it's perfectly chill? Like it has like the biggest thing about this album is like the replayability. Like you can not just listen to this album once. At least for me. Like, I've gone back to this album since when this came out, like 2017. You know, the replayability is why I always really fuck with albums, you know? So, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I mean, Flower Boy, it was a beautiful time as well. Maybe the memories that I've connected to this is biased, but very beautiful time. This, I think, for just Tyler as an artist, this was his, like, there was everything before Flower Boy and then everything after Flower Boy. That's like, this was the middle way for him, in my opinion. You know, in his eyes, it's probably just another masterpiece. I mean, like, you know, I get into this with my homies, like, Cherry Bomb, like, niggas slept on that shit. Like, that shit is way ahead of its time. You know, people hated that shit. But I think that album is ahead of its fucking time, bro. Like, period, you know? Igor is like I said, like that's museum shit. Like you're gonna niggas put that shit in a museum for real, for real. So, yeah, this is my review of Flower Boy. Just the most. It's just a classic. It's just a classic. And if you haven't listened to this album, go spin this shit. You can literally put this motherfucker on shuffle, and it'll just suck you in. Like it's so good. It really is super fucking good. So, yeah, this is me. My little review of a masterwork of Tyler the Creator, Flower Boy. Leave a like if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to see more of my content creations. This has been Alex, and I hope you have a fantastic, beautiful, motherfucking, magnificent